Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spiritual Readiness in the Time of the Shift. 2018 is at its end, and I am thinking about the person that I was starting in January 2018 into the person that I am today. The difference for me personally is dramatic. I have grown, evolved, expanded in ways that were not imaginable at the beginning of the year. And part of it has to do with the fact that I allowed myself to go deep within. There is a tendency in the light community for all of us to only like what feels good. Whereas the energies that are floating right now in the time of the transition, in the time of the shift, are going to cause a lot of the unsettling sensation and perceptions about ourselves, about our relationship to the world, our relationship to the planet, our relationship to each other, that we may not want to see. The degree to which that you're emotionally animated by what you're perceiving, by what you're experiencing in the world, the degree to which you're reacting strongly and emotionally, it's the degree to which whatever you're reacting to, for or against, exists in you. Now, if you look at the world right now, there's a lot of chaos. And all of it was predicted. Around October, I had posted a channeling that I had done, the link for which I will leave below in the video description. And all of it is there. The next, between now and 2023, there's going to be a lot of rapid changes. Atmospherically, geographically, politically, socially, personally, things are going to move very quickly. And one of the things that we need to have is spiritual agility, the ability to move quickly. It will feel like you're walking on quicksand. And the moment you think you have firm footing, you have to lift your weight into, put it somewhere else. And part of it has to do with the fact that Deus ex machina, the galactic masters, are actually helping us purify our consciousness. Unlike what our five senses are telling us, the universe is not just physical. It is actually controlled by consciousness. And all the various dimensions are occupying the same space. And because of this, for us to transition into a higher level of existence, they have orchestrated this period of purging for us. And as such, you're going to see all kinds of things that are going to animate you and cause you to become highly emotional, for or against, whichever the case may be. And you have to begin to examine the root cause of these triggers. If there's one piece of advice I can give all of you, is for you to understand that ascension is actually an elevation in consciousness. And that is not something that can happen by you just sitting around and looking for things that are nice. You have to go into the shadow. You have to allow yourself to understand that the discomfort that you're feeling is a teacher. And when you understand this, and you can go into the space of understanding, you're observing things around you that are strange, that are unusual, and you're being triggered emotionally by them, go within yourself. Where does this exist in me? What part of me am I hiding? Because we're masters of self-deceit. We're lying to ourselves all the time. So what am I blinding myself to? And how do I remove this false belief so that I fully see myself in a completely different way? The Buddhists talk about non-attachment as being the key to enlightenment. So there has to be a point where you begin to let go of the old perception. I know this is true for me because Spirit is guiding me to perceive myself in a way that for multiple lifetimes I refuse to look at. I refuse to admit to myself because I thought it was too grandiose. too crazy, too out there. It can't be me. It has to be somebody else. It can't be me. And so as I unfold and I'm beginning to realize I have to step into this, what Spirit said to me is very interesting because, I'm trying to train the 144,000 elected one who are going to be the herald, the beacons, to allow the rest of humanity to receive a broadcast of freedom and liberation. But in order for you to do that, you have to have clarity. You have yourself to be completely authentic and completely clear. And as I do this, I go even deeper. Spirit kept saying, you have to step in the center of this. You have to step. And I refuse to do it. I've been talking about this. I've been training and teaching this for 15 years. But I've been always walking around it. It's like walking around a pool and not ever jumping into the water. And God is saying to me, you have to go in the water. And interesting, what my guys, the way they describe it is like, many of you came here to do this work, but one of you, as collectives, collective of the 144,000, but none of you are now stepping in the center of the vortex. One of you has to go in. You're all receiving the same broadcast, but you're not stepping in. Stand in the center. And I kept saying, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. And Spirit kept saying to me, no one is clean in front of God. But if you're willing to go in the center, God will support you and help you in fulfilling that purpose. There were moments in the past few days, which is the reason why I've not been posted on a regular basis, because I'm internally going through this process. In the past few weeks, where I had similar experiences as Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. I kept saying, pass this cup away from me. I can't do this. I'm not clean enough. I'm not pure enough. I'm not capable of doing what you're asking me to do. And this is where God said to me, no one is clean in front of God. Just come with humility and understand that the support that you need will be provided. And again, I'm willing, it was a very uncomfortable experience, journey for me to get to this point. So what I'm trying to share with you for your own experiences and your own expansion, like a snake shedding its skin, you're going to have to expand out of the vessel that's containing you. And for that to happen, you have to be willing to explore. Stop thinking that there is an outside. The outside is a mirror. It's a mirror for your consciousness. Whatever ill that may be falling upon you, whatever discomfort, whatever joy, all of it is just nothing more than a hologram or a mirror for your consciousness. Therefore, whatever discomfort is being reflected out exists within you. So if you can go within and find the root cause and reconcile that root cause and realize the falsity of that root cause, you can let it go and dismantle it. And you can allow the true authentic you to evolve and grow from there. This is what I call emotional intelligence. And I've been teaching this for years. Again, take a look at the channeling link that I'm going to leave below. Ask yourself, in what way are you prepared for the change that are coming? And if you're not ready, and you're not agile enough, and you are not spiritually aligned enough, you don't have a connection, a personal connection with your divinity, whatever concept that divinity is to you, you have to have a personal and intimate relationship with that divinity. And the moment that happens, you begin to feel more supported and safe. This doesn't mean that the changes are not going to trigger emotion, but you will quickly recover. You will have agility. You will quickly recover and be able to transcend it into something else. I want to also thank all of you for listening to me. I don't take for granted the fact that I'm you're hearing me and you're listening to me and that you are taking advice from me. It's a personal and deep responsibility for me, as I am here to train the 144,000 so that we all can begin to shine our authentic light and release the humanity out of the bondage and the fogginess of enslavement, so that we can step into a true consciousness of freedom and liberation. Happy New Year, everyone. May you have a prosperous and healthy and loving New Year. And I will be talking to you in 2019. May you be blessed. Please subscribe. And when you do, please click on the bell icon so that you can be notified when there's another posting. And I will talk to you very soon. And share the video if this is aligned with yourself. Thank you.